the ECG finding of hypercalcemia and hypocalcemia. Actually, QT duration, that is QT duration, is inversely related to the serum calcium level. I repeat again, QT duration. Actually, QT means here ST segment. ST segment duration is inversely related to the serum calcium level. In ECG, this is the P wave, Q wave, R, S, and this is the T. The QT duration means the beginning of the QRS complex, that is from here to the end of the end of the T wave. So this is the QT duration or QT segment. In the abnormality of calcium, the QT segment duration alter. In hypercalcemia, the QT segment becomes shorter. QT segment becomes shorter, and in that case, that is in hypercalcemia, the ECG becomes like this. P wave is normal, Q normal, R normal, S normal, but the ST segment become narrow and it is incorporated with the T wave. The problem is here. In hypercalcemia, the ST segment become narrow and the ST segment actually incorporated with the proximal limb of the T wave, and the T wave itself becomes quite normal, except the proximal limb become stiffer than the distal limb. Normally the P wave has two limbs, proximal limb and distal limb. Here the proximal limb like this and distal limb normally become stiffer like this. But in case of hypercalcemia, it becomes reverse, where the proximal limbs become stiffer and distal limbs become slower like this. So this is the hypercalcemia, where ST segment becomes narrow. That means QT segment becomes narrow. And in case of hypocalcemia, ST segment becomes longer. That means QTC becomes longer in duration, like P, Q, R, S and T. So here the ST segment become longer. Both in hypercalcemia and hypocalcemia, the P, QRS complex and T wave themselves are quite normal. There is no problem. And ST segment, of course, along the IC electric line. ST segment belongs along the isoelectric line. There is no deviation of the ST segment. Thank you very much.